I'm with David Cox, the CEO of ARLA. David, is ARLA really worth 230 quid a year?
Absolutely. If you think one of the biggest member benefits we have is the legal helpline, staffed by full solicitors, Dutton Gregory solicitors. Think how much a solicitor costs an hour. You have as much calls as you want, as many calls as you want a year.
And what do they do for that in that phone call?
They will provide you with the legal advice. We get all manner of questions, from some of the most basic, I've got myself confused with the Section 21 notice, up to really complicated pieces of legislation.
So they can ring as many times as they like, within reason, and sort any legal question out that they can, and that's all including the 230 quid?
Absolutely.
So it sounds like we're already in credit, but come on, what else do we get for our money?
I think we are. You get the discounts on the courses, the qualifications, so that actually can save you significant amounts of money when you're actually doing your training, your CPD. Access to the free regional meetings as well.
And what do agents get out of those meetings then?
So the regional meetings, we find them particularly useful. Agents constantly telling us what the key issues for them at the moment. So for example, we're in the first half of 2018 at the moment, GDPR's coming in a few weeks' time. Our 30 regional meetings over the first half of 18 are all about GDPR. So they get a legal update, they get an in-depth GDPR update, and they get a bit of an update from either the President or myself about what ARLA is doing.
What else do I get from a £230?
So I suppose one of the key aspects, and it's the one that's not easily tangible, is the lobbying support. Agents on their own have very small voice when trying to talk to government. Agents coming together, and the 9,500 members within ARLA coming together, represents the majority of the industry, which makes our ability when going in and talking to ministers like we've had today is a real benefit, because we can make sure that...
Are you really that powerful, in the industry? Some people say ARLA is a tiger without any claws. Would you agree or disagree?
I would disagree, unsurprisingly.
Oh, go on.
I suppose it's one of those things. I don't have a magic wand. I can't go into the housing minister and say, you should do this, do it now, and they will just say yes. For every time I go in and say you should do this, somebody else will be going in and saying you should do that. Now, we have had quite a lot of successes.
Go on,
regulation.
what difference have you made?
CMP, I think, is probably the biggest one that we have to date. We have been campaigning for years about CMP. We managed to get Baroness Hayter to introduce it in the Consumer Rights Act. She then introduced it again in the Housing and Planning Act in 2016. The government agreed. It will be coming into force in a few months' time.
What do you think client money protection will do to the industry?
I think it will level the playing field. I think it's going to knock a few people out that can't get client money protection because they're not running their businesses properly. But I have no issue with that whatsoever. I think we need to professionalise the industry. The private rented sector does have a pretty poor reputation.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
we
does.
need to be improving that reputation. And I think with something like CMP, which is one strand of our larger regulation argument, that the Minister has announced again this morning that they will be regulating the industry, that is a real huge step forward. ARLA has been campaigning for it for 20 years. And I think the end is now in sight. We are going to get a more professional, more respected industry than we have today when it all comes through.
Sounds marvellous.
Excellent.
Thank you very much. Thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you.